When you first start knitting, you might find that your stitches are either very, very tight or very, very loose, and that will improve with practice. But there is also another way that you can manage the tension of your yarn. So the first thing I would say is it's worth spending time making a ball of wool that you get as it's arrived and winding it into a round ball. And you do that just by taking the wool, starting to wrap around your hand, keep going and keep going. It takes about 5 minutes, sit in front of the TV and do it. And then you end up with a nice round ball of wool. And this just means it's easier for the yarn to unwind. Okay, so that's the first thing you can try and do. And then as you come to knit a row, just pull off what you think is going to be enough wool for that row to work. Again, so that you're not pulling at the ball of wool as you're knitting each stitch. So then we're going to look at what we can do with our right hand. And I'm going to take the working yarn and I hold it between these two fingers here on my right hand. I don't hold it so tight that the wool can't move, and I don't hold it so loose that the wool gets away with me. So I'm just resting my hand there lightly, and then the yarn comes over our index finger. So if I pick up the needle, you see how I'm holding it there. The yarn just rests under those two fingers there, over my left hand, over my index finger. Got myself a bit. Okay, so that's how it should look. And then as we knit the row, I can just feel the yarn slipping over this index finger, and it's not too tight and it's not too loose. So you might be tempted when you first start knitting to just hold the wool like that. And you can see that's you really haven't got as much control over whether that stitch is loose, whether that stitch is going to be too tight. So it's just something to have a practice with and get used to holding your yarn in between your fingers like that.